Booyah! Love rockets. I am not kidding, they are called that.
Still recharging.
Ah, art. Boom, boom.
It's not ready yet.
This and more in the World of Warcraft Love is in the Air Festival. Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to World of Warcraft yet again. And why? Because it's February. And what does that mean? Valentine's Day. Say hello, Bloom.
Hey.
As you can see, the decorations are in full swing once again, bringing back some of those that we saw during the Winter's Veil Festival. We have wreaths with pink bows, we have pink splashes here, we've got these neat little pink lanterns, although those seem to remind me more of the Lunar Festival, which is currently going on. Orgrimmar, of course, is filled with pink. Not something that I immediately connect with the Horde or with the green-skinned orcs, but of course the Horde likes red. There is a quest chain over here that involves the investigation of what's going on, and one of them is what's causing the strange pinkness around the different guards. This pinkness is connected to a heavily perfumed buff. And you can also do daily quests which deliver things like a gift for the War Chief, which has you making...
Glad I could help!
Yes, Goblin. Which has you making items and delivering them to the various clan leaders across the game, like the Dark Lady, Sylvanas, Blaine, at Thunder Bluff, a Hellscream here at Orgrimmar, and I suspect maybe someone at Silvermoon? I'm not really sure.
What's up?
This is the other one, the Bourbon Blitz, which is where you collect items, where you're given a bunch of items and you're supposed to deliver them to people in order to sample the confections of the goblins. And of course, all of the quests and the different things that you can run today give you a type of currency called love tokens. And with love tokens you can buy all sorts of different buff items. You can get arrows, which make people sparkly, and even some mini pets, and I think that one is a mount. That is a big pink flamingo mount. And of course, the love rockets. Not to be confused with the love rocket, which is a giant pink rocket mount that you fly on. There is a dungeon instance that is attached to this where you go up against the Crown Chemical Company bosses, who are Apothecaries, who are supposedly behind the massive perfuming. I'll be doing that to show you what it's like, although I'm pretty sure that it will go pretty shortly. Now, what we're looking at here is the intrusion of an external world event called Valentine's Day into the game of World of Warcraft, where World of Warcraft is making a week and a half or 2 week long event of it, and allowing people to gain achievements and items and etc. by playing through the event, and it gathers people together to do it. Valentine's Day, or so-called Saint Valentine's Day, is actually a reference to early Christian religious martyrs from like the 3rd and 4th century, of whom there were several named Valentine. Apparently it was a very popular name to get killed with. For Valentine's Day connection to romance, we can thank Chaucer. Of course, we can thank Chaucer for a great deal of interesting social connectivity and like additions into our culture by way of Europe. For example, it's associated by Chaucer with a fictional tradition he introduced in the 14th century in a poem honoring the anniversary of the marriage of King Richard II and Anne of Bohemia. Handwritten Valentines, as so-called, don't start appearing until the 15th century, when it was used as part of courting rituals. And it was brought, gift cards were brought into the culture about the 19th century with the addition of printing presses and stuff like that, but the cards themselves, like the trading of chocolates and cards and etc., is almost entirely a 20th century invention, which is one of the reasons why we call days like Valentine's Day a Hallmark holiday. But now, why is it February the 14th? I'm still not really sure on that. For example, Valentine's Day, as Chaucer would have been referring to, was probably at the beginning of May, which is closer to a lot of love and fertility festivals of other cultures. For example, Beltane, which is a fire day at the beginning of May. May 1st, also May Day, which would make a great deal more sense than the middle of February, which is literally still in the waning edge of winter, when many people aren't really looking to get it on. However, here it is embedded in American culture, and as a result, we're seeing it in World of Warcraft, delivering ourselves our nice little... Actually, these pink lanterns might actually be for the Lunar Festival, but still, hearts, the explosive heart-spraying love rocket, the addition of the Goblins, who are once again turning it into a giant marketing extravaganza. In fact, the name of the Crown Corporation Apothecaries is probably a joke about Hallmark, who happen to have a golden crown in their promotional materials. Well, I said that I was going to go check out the dungeon instance, so let me get along to that and show you what happens in that and why. Well, it's time to go up against the Crown Chemical Company, and we're going to use the Dungeon Finder. Let's see what that's like. Well, here we go, I think. We're in Shadowfang Keep. We have a full group. This one is fought with resistances. This is just a little boss fight. I'm not really well geared or anything, so hopefully that won't be to our huge detriment. Fortunately, basically a lot of the idea is to pick an immunity based on what's being thrown at you at the moment. Purple is immune to purple. Green is immune to green. You can change it during the fight. Well, I'm not being very helpful to these critters right now. So, since there's a lot of purple pools on the ground right now, I'm going to stick to the perfume immunity. Let the tank hammer him. These fights go really fast. And there we go. Tough Love got the achievement. Plus, there's a cute little shard of pirouetting happiness on the block. And a greeting card. I'll take that. Yep, these things go rapidly, especially because most of the people joining into the conflict are pretty well geared. Everyone's leaving. And with that, I'm going to tell you adieu myself and duck out of the instance while I glow purple.
Hi there.
Not that.
Goodbye.
Later all, I'm ducking out. Alright, before I wrap up this MMO Anthropology, I figured that I'd show you the things that I received from taking over and taking on the Apothecaries. The first one is this faded, lovely greeting card. It starts a quest called Something is in the Air, and it's not love. Pretty much you take it back to the quest giver, who's somewhere over there, who starts you on the investigation to figure out what's going on with the Apothecaries. And you also receive a heart-shaped box. In this case, there are 10 love tokens in it. Love tokens, as you know by now, are used to redeem for various Love in the Air items. Well, that does it for this MMO Anthropology. Good night, everyone, and good dreams. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and if you like what you've seen today and would like to see more, please give us a rating, and there'll be more coming, so be certain to click that subscribe button. And if you have a Valentine's Day story about what you've experienced in a game like World of Warcraft, please drop a comment. Woo! Buffs! And not only that, Anyone else notice that these crates the goblins seem to be standing on appear to look like companion cubes? Well, that's it for today. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe, or your next Valentine's Day will be sold to the goblins.